Hey guys, welcome to Flat Top King. Hey, today is all about something fun. We're talking about like a steakhouse slash fried rice combination. You guys stay tuned. All right, we can't do anything with the background noise. Somebody's gone crazy with a chainsaw, so I hope you guys can excuse that. It's frustrating me as well. I can't do anything about it. The guy's got to do him. All right, this is the deal. We've got some wild brown rice combination. I didn't know which one to get, so I said the heck with it. I got both of them. I just cooked them according to the package instructions yesterday, and I've let my rice refrigerate overnight. Okay, so the idea is fried rice is typically always Asian inspired, and I wanted something different. I just want to think basically outside the box. So I got a couple inspirations here and there, kind of like mash them together, and this is what I've come up with. We got a rice here. We got mushrooms. I'm going to leave these pretty large when we slice them because I want that chunk effect. These are baby Bellas. Here we've got prime New York strip steaks. Obviously you can see one of them's a little bit thinner than the other one. We're just going to season that with some good flaky kosher salt and some crushed black pepper for a great sear on those. We got asparagus, which is kind of traditional with Steakhouse, and an onion. You know, you got your butter, your Worcestershire sauce, and then for the kicker, because when we eat our rice, hibachi, teppanyaki, fried rice, we love yum yum sauce. So let's make a fantastic steakhouse inspired yum yum sauce. You guys ready?
Yep.
Let's go. All right, we got our Pit Boss Ultimate Griddle heating up. We've got our rice out here. I'm gonna move a couple things. All right, first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and season the steaks so that salt has time to penetrate a little bit. I can go a little bit more liberally right now with salt because I'm not going to put soy sauce in the fried rice. All right, we're going to set these aside. We'll be back there in a jiffy. All right, just to do some quick prep work. Did you not bring out the paper towel that I had with these?
Oh, I threw it away.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hang on.
You wanted to show them?
I did. All right, just wet a couple paper towels. This is obviously a big box. But then you just want to take your mushroom, especially go around the gills, underneath it, over top of it, and you're just trying to remove the dirt. And when you're done, this is what your paper towel should look like. There's a lot of dirt in there, okay? It's very important to clean your mushrooms properly. All right, so what do I mean about keeping them large? Most of these are just going to be cut in half if I find a big one. For the most part, I kept the stems, or I plucked the stems out. I don't mind if they're in there. If they came out easy, they came out. I was fine with it. They're pretty much uniform. They're babies. If you have a large one, you might want to cut it down a little bit. I'm going to get these knocked out real quick. All right, you guys can see we have our mushrooms cut up really quick. Kind of like the same theme. Kind of like a large dice of onion. And then for asparagus, I've already cut the ends of them off. I'm just guessing. We try to go vegetable heavy, but typically 5 to 7 asparagus spears are kind of like the norm per person. So we're just kind of winging it here. Just cut those in quarters, just like that. All right, it's a little bit colder than normal outside, so I went ahead and turned my griddle up to about a medium, maybe a medium high, something like that. We got our strips ready to go. So the idea is I'm going to go ahead and cook the strips now, and I'm going to keep them rare. I'm looking about 100 degrees, okay? The reason is because once I sear these, we're going to take them off the heat, leave all that fond on the griddle. That's where we're going to add our vegetables. We're going to pick up that flavor. It's going to allow our strips to cool down, calm down, relax a little bit. Then when we cut them, we'll be able to add them back to the griddle and cook them to our desired doneness versus overcooking them now, cutting them, and then cook them again. Okay?
Yep.
Just a little bit of avocado oil. Nice contact. All right, we're just gonna let our steaks rest. Woo!
Try to let them rest. We might be sneaking a bite.
They look good. All right, so the deal is I'm gonna put the onions off to the side and the asparagus because I want a lot of surface area for the mushrooms. If you add mushrooms together and stack them with onions, they start like sweating and become soggy. And I want more of a brown caramelization per se on the mushrooms. I don't like my mushrooms watery. I'll show you guys this real quick. Pick up that flavor a little bit from the steaks. Just a little bit of oil, not much. And try to get them into a thin layer, okay? Just let them go. Come back and hit everything with salt and pepper. All right, you see how much moisture is escaping these mushrooms? That's what I'm talking about. That's why you give it the ability to cook by itself, right? You see how much that we've cooked down? And that's also why I left them chunky, like cut them in half, because I like the texture. Can you slice them? Of course. All right, finish these off. If you have some bourbon, be a great addition right now. Some red wine, Worcestershire sauce, a couple tablespoons of butter. That's probably a tablespoon and a half of butter.
Would you say 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce? 3?
Yeah, I'd say 2. Some garlic would be good in there. Ooh. Is it too late? Recipe change. Recipe change on the fly. 1 tablespoon of garlic. And I'm doing it because I can. Just a little bit of bourbon or whiskey, whatever you got. I just think it's going to up the flavor. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Sounds good to me. Woo! All right, let's move these over, incorporate the vegetables, the onions, asparagus. All right, somehow there's a little bit of the steak missing. When I cut it, it just absolutely fell on the floor.
It was so good.
I knew that was going to be the case. All right, so I'm just looking for basically the idea of the mouthfeel, right? You don't want these too large. You still want to be able to eat this with a fork. So you don't want to go too big with your steak. You guys can see that we kept a good rareness to it. This one being a super thin. I pulled it off ahead of time. It's hard to get a crust on these things when they only cook for a couple minutes aside. About 2 tablespoons of butter on a clean griddle surface. Now this rice is extremely seasoned. I'm looking more for texture. We like the idea of the crunchy rice when you get your fried rice. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Just to warm it up some. Let the butter do its thing. Not a lot of reason to come in here and mess this flavor up. All right, as you notice, I'm still allowing that mushrooms, or those mushrooms, to cook down some. The rice is warmed through, nice and crispy. All right, just like that. There you go. It's all incorporated. Tons of flavor with that bourbon, the garlic, the mushrooms, the onions. That steak was phenomenal. I'm gonna move it over to the side for a minute. All right, we got everything combined. The griddle shut off. Everything just nice and easy. Hopefully we get a little bit more crunch on the bottom. That's what I'm looking for. So this is the concoction, the madness, the craziness that actually my wife came up with. If fried rice has the yum yum sauce, then how do we make it a steakhouse version? I was like, I don't know. First of all, you gotta start with the yum yum sauce. So this is a new one that we haven't tried. I tried it in the background. It's a little bit stiffer and stouter than what we're used to. So I'm gonna doctor it up a little bit. Obviously this recipe is according to this brand, and other brands are gonna be different. So just taste as you go. It's more of an idea. We will have this recipe once we finalize it listed on our website, theflattopking.com. You can check it out and get the exact recipe of what we're making right now. All right, so here we are, 2 different options. I'm sure if she wants to, she could put that on the website. She thought mine was too sweet.
I wanted more of a savory sauce.
So I said, make your own. So that's basically what we preach every day, though, isn't it? You have to make what you like. So if I make something, you're like, oh, that sucks. Maybe for you, but for me, I liked it. And that's what makes the world go around. All right, how are we going to finish it? Half and half?
I want mine.
Okay. Don't think I'm still not eating this with sriracha. Just a little bit of green onion for color. Steakhouse version fried rice. Spoiler alert, of course I've already tried it. It is phenomenal, but I've not tried it with the sauce. So here we go. Whoo, that's a big old plate of food. All right, so this is my side. Nice chunks of mushrooms. You got your steak. The asparagus is still a little crunchy.
It's good. We already tried it.
Honestly, I think the flavor is so strong underneath it. The sauce is just an enhancer.
Oh, you tried mine?
Yeah. I don't know if there's I think it's an afterthought.
I wanted more of a savory yum yum sauce instead of a sweeter yum yum sauce for mine.
This is phenomenal.
It's
you
really
guys
good.
try it out. Tag us on the Griddle group on Facebook as we talk about griddles where ideas like this pop up. Somebody make this, tag us, let us know what you think, because we think it's phenomenal.
Yep.
I
really like the combination of the 2 rices in there, because I think like using a wild rice pilaf, it really helps the rice stay good and moist.
Yeah, and that other one had that mushroom and herb flavor to it. I mean, it's just a good, that's a good dinner. It's different. It's phenomenal. Check that join button out below. It's membership programs where you guys can help with the channel. Last but not least, thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share with your friends. All that in one take. Peace. Ha!
Time to eat.
That was sneaky good.